Zach, have you ever read Am I the Asshole?
Plenty.
All right, so
I
there's something I want to talk about if you're ready.
go for it.
Okay, so this is one that I became aware of the other day. Um, am I the asshole for forgetting my girlfriend's parents' names?
So there, like, context actually might be necessary here, right?
I have some context for you.
Because, like, if let's say your girlfriend cut them off like 12 years ago, and they're not in the picture, like I could see you forgetting.
Dude, you're gonna love this. It's better than that.
Okay.
Uh, Me and my wife I misspoke, all right? Me and my wife were at the mall, and these TikTokers come up, say, hey, do you want to, we're looking for a couple to be in our TikTok video. And we want to ask you guys some questions. And they say, yeah. And they ask a couple of questions. And they point a camera at this man, put a microphone in front of him, and say, when's your anniversary? And he says, um, too long. What's your wife's dad's name? Oh no, and they ask him all these questions and he can't answer any of them. And I feel so bad for this man.
He was put on the fucking spot, right?
Because if that happened to me, if you come up to me and point a camera in my face and ask me for my birthday, there's a decent chance I won't be able to tell you.
Have you ever seen? It's a clip. I forget what the name of the like guy on the street is with a microphone. He walks up.
No, I know the clip. Go ahead.
It's the name a woman clip
Name
where
a
he walks up
woman.
to a woman
Name
for
a
a dollar,
woman.
name a woman,
For
and she
$1.
can't do it. And
Fucking
and the
yoga
worst part is
bag.
she can name herself. She
Name
can just
a
say her
woman.
own name and get a dollar.
Why is this so hard?
Yeah, and there are certain people like one who, if you put them on the spot, can't do anything under that amount of pressure. And two, there's another set of people who are very bad at remembering dates, but they have like proactively done a ton of shit to remind themselves. Like they put it in their calendar every year when so and so's birthday is because they will forget it otherwise. And like that person being like, you got 2 seconds is unfair to them. They could be very good about remembering an anniversary because they've done it in the way that their brain works.
You know
I
what's
do not think
terrible?
this guy's an asshole at all.
You know what's terrible? If you did that to me and you caught me on things I couldn't remember, we would get back to the car and you and I could sit together, right? And you could turn to me and say, Tom, what's my girlfriend's name? And I would say, I don't know. I don't know, and I'm not gonna be able, genuinely, I'm not gonna be able to tell you until tomorrow. You're gonna need to give me like 48 hours. I don't know. I don't know, Zach. I just don't know. I have no clue. I know it's in there, but it's in the file labeled Zach, but all the files are on fire like that one episode of SpongeBob. I'm sorry.
They asked you a question that you were not prepared for, and your brain just shut that section down for the
Yeah,
next 48 hours.
the whole
You gotta turn it off and on again twice.
And you want, like, he's gonna wake up tomorrow morning and like come back from the bathroom. There's gonna be a toothbrush sticking out of his mouth. 7 o'clock in the morning. She's half asleep, and he's like, Debbie. Your mom's name's Debbie. I knew that. I hadn't forgotten. I just couldn't remember. I'm not saying it's not my fault, but it is not because of a lack of attention, okay? It's not because I don't care. It's because my brain is bad. When's your anniversary? Oh gosh. Oh, I don't know. It's in the summer. It's after my birthday. It's before it's before the House of the Dragon premiere. That one I know. It's before the day that I got my wisdom teeth out when I was 12. That one I also know. No, it's in there. No, too long. No, please give me time. I know it. I just have to go through the web.
I have such bad like context problems. Like Tom, you, my mom, and my dad all have birthdays within like 3 weeks of each other.
Oh no.
And I cannot keep the order right ever. And even worse is I kind of know my mom's birthday, but not really, because I know it's an even numbered date and in the 20s. And I know it because it just happened recently, so I know it now, and I'll forget it again by next year. But the problem with that is that me and my brother both have our birthdays on an even numbered date somewhere in the 20s.
Oh
So,
no.
yep. So, is it 26? Is it 27? Is it 28? Or is it like, I don't know, 24 or something? 24 doesn't sound right. I don't think anybody's birthday is on the 24th, but what the fuck do I know?
And then you're like, wait, did I remember that wrong? Is it 31? Is it one of the months with 31s? And then you have to do the rhyme, right? You go through the rhyme and then you've forgotten where you are, and then the buzzer goes off and you're like, oh no, I was thinking about the months.
Yeah, I did. I had a way that I filed this that made sense for me, because I only need to know this date when it's relevant, right? Like, it doesn't need to sit in my brain permanently. You don't need to throw a bucket of water on my head at 3 a.m. and have me know this. I won't lose my job over it.
This is such a fun saw trap. This is an SNL saw trap.
You could make an entire movie of SNL saw traps. This is something I learned recently. Did you know that there is a fucking Christian version of the Saw movies?
No, but that's fantastic.
There's Saw, but it's salvation. They need to like accept Jesus or they get killed. It's like ridiculous or something like that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, holy.
I would watch the hell out of that, because I don't know how, like, Saw is one of the few movies that I can't see how you make it acceptable to show in church, right? Like, it's that in the Human Centipede.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, so that's where my brain is today.
That's a wonderful place.
I understand you have a theory for us today.
I have a why, and it's something we've never got to, surprisingly.
Oh my goodness.
It's one of the most popular theories, or like, I don't want to say theories, but like void in which people throw multiple theories, unanswered questions in the books currently. And I want to thank our good friend Quinn, who was doing a video about this, or did a video about this recently, that I watched the whole thing and I thought Quinn did an excellent job. I'm going to give you your first quote here, and I think you're going to immediately know where we're at. Hisdar had stocked their box with flagons of chilled wine and sweet water, with figs, dates, melons, and pomegranates, with pecans and peppers, and a big bowl of honeyed locusts.
Zach, we've been on, I'm not going to call it hiatus, but our recording sessions have been, a little sparse lately.
Yeah.
How long have we been doing this?
Christ, I know, because I started a job 2 weeks before we started this channel. It required me to move to a different state, and I've subsequently moved back, and that's fascinating and interesting, but it's easy to remember, unlike my mom's birthday.
See, this is what I'm talking about. It's
contextual, yeah. We started this channel, I think, in April of 2022, so we are well into the third year of this channel.
And first off, that's very strange. Second off, you still will list things so fast.
I trust you to editorialize.
I missed all of the, like, I missed the list of delicious things. I missed the food description. Is that important? Do I need the food description in here?
Only tangentially. The fact those dot that like ellipses there will serve for what I need it for. Well, let's just say there's enough food description there that it could not be easily typed at speed.
Okay, and this is from Dance with Dragons.
The other thing I want to point out is we've been doing theories since April of 2022, and I don't think we've ever talked about the poison locust for more than a sentence.
We haven't. We've never done a Who Poisoned the Locusts.
I know, it's kind of wild.
I think it's because it's extremely obvious.
I want to talk about that because another thought I have, and this is kind of theory adjacent. This is like 75% to a theory and still kind of a why, but like it's a little more open ended. Quinn, I think, says there's an obvious answer. Why don't you give the obvious answer now? Because I want to talk about that one, and then I want to take another stance.
Yeah, it's actually related to a theory that we talk about a lot, but I think we actually haven't actually done a video on. Shout out to the person in the Discord, which you can come and join if you want to. Shout out to the person in the Discord who was looking for the who poisoned Aryan Bright Flames wildfire. I don't believe that video exists, but starting now, we do have an Arion poisoned the Locusts theory.
From beyond the grave.
No.
Oh, because he's Marwyn.
Yeah. There we go. Is that what you were looking for?
No.
I think that the obvious answer is Hizdar poisoned locusts. Hizdar stands to gain a significant amount of political ground by having wed Daenerys and then killing her. Because he is the king regent not the king consort of the city. And he will be in the most in the best political position after Daenerys is killed, if she is killed. And he seems to be a little pushy and like, come on, try these locusts, please. Go ahead. No, they're clearly not poisoned.
Yes. So why don't we start putting the main suspects up on the board, and we'll talk about them one by one.
Okay.
Because that actually works great for how I want to drive this theory.
Let's start with Hizdar, who I believe is spelled like that. Is that correct? Hizdar? DHAR?
I got the search for Ice and Fire pulled up right now. Hizdar.
DAHR. Hizdar Zolorek?
Man, I don't have that pulled up. Hold on. Let's see.
Hizdar Zolorek?
Yeah. So yeah, Zoloraq. Yep.
Is there an apostrophe or a space?
Nope, no apostrophe.
Okay, there it is. That seems pretty obvious to me. You may say that, it's sort of like when things are that obvious that they don't that they tend to be less likely, but it is a bit of a mystery. It isn't entirely clear. It's not even entirely clear that the locusts are poisoned. We just know that that Strong Belwas gets sick. Barristan blames the locusts, but Barristan's also a dumbass.
Yeah, and the other thing is that Barristan talks to a few people along the way, some of whom may have misguided him.
There is something quite odd about this, isn't there? That what's his name? Strong Belwas eats the entire bowl of locusts. If you want to kill somebody at a feast, you poison a dish. You really want enough poison in one of those pieces of candy, right? You poison a whole bowl of truffles. You really want enough poison in each truffle to be able to kill somebody.
In case somebody eats a truffle and doesn't like it. Okay, you were driving right at the heart of my theory.
Ooh,
here. Let's
okay.
talk about, and you brushed against kind of my theory, and I didn't want to have a 15-minute video. So let's drive down this thought for a little bit.
All right.
Somebody actually in our Discord, I'm gonna see if I can find it. I'm gonna search for poison and get a million things. Oh no, I typed poisson instead. Let's see.
By the way, I'm sorry if there's sounds in the background. There's a cat looking for attention underneath me.
It's okay. Everybody's gonna hear my keyboard and crack jokes about it again.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah,
No, the
it was.
keyboard doesn't come through on through Discord. The keyboard just came through when you were recording locally.
Incredible. Uh, it was Magmafrost in our server. Shout out to
Oh,
Magmafrost.
yeah.
That said, "There's no way the locusts were intended to kill Danny. Belwas ate the entire bowl and didn't die. Lethal dosage is proportional to body weight."
There's
And
I'm actually going to quote that directly because that's exactly what I was driving at.
yeah,
There's no way the locusts were intended to poison Danny. Belwas ate the whole bowl.
yeah, yep,
Magmafrost.
that
Yeah, I absolutely, right? If Belwas, right, like I remember an Alt Shift X video where he says that they only didn't kill Belwas because he's such a fucking baller.
yeah.
And like, respect to Belwas, I can appreciate that he can take 2 or 3 times the normal lethal dose of poison. He is not taking 40 times the normal lethal dose of poison.
The poisoner must have done the worst job ever poisoning something that I presume you could just soak in the poison and each one would have a lethal dose, right?
Yes.
Like, it's not. This is not a big bulky meal. You don't even need to soak them all at the same time. You can individually dunk every single locust in the poison, shake it around a little bit, and bring it in. I'm sure eventually it'll run low on poison, but like,
Well,
I don't know.
honestly, I'm out here
Unless you
like
had a drop to begin with.
they're honeyed locusts. They're coated in a honey coating. You poison the honey and then you toss them.
Yeah. This should be the easiest poisoning in the world, other than like putting it in a drink.
Like, if I wanted to poison chicken wings, I would poison the sauce.
I can't believe you got to the poisoned chicken wings before I did.
Oh
Okay,
no,
so
I'm sorry.
this was an exact argument I was going to make. Tom, if one of us wanted to poison each other, we would pick a food that we know the other likes. This is something that's strange here. Danny has never had these locusts before, or at least his star has never seen Danny eat these locusts before.
And she does not appear to like them. I would poison the sauce. Zach on killing Tom.
It's close enough. Yeah, yeah. I thought about it. I sat down and thought about this. Like, if you or my girlfriend or somebody who like knew me very well, and his star knows Danny like pretty fucking well at this point. They're not like tight, but like I presume this ain't their first dinner together. Like I don't like I'm not gonna go find textual evidence for that, but like certainly they've feasted together before, right? Like you would know what Danny eats and drinks if you need her to die from a poisoning. Like if you were planning on poisoning me, it would be in a Tim Hortons coffee. Because you know I'm going to down that in 30 seconds, and it's too late.
Yeah, I think this is extremely relevant. Danny does not like the locusts.
It does not sound like something she would want to eat. And well, he does probe it and say you should try them. Like,
oh, we actually have a plausible reason for that, don't we?
Yeah.
That his dar is, and I'll actually write this down if this is in line with what you're talking about. His dar, his DAHR is always trying to get Danny to become more Miranese.
Yeah, yep.
Which includes things like attending the fighting pits and presumably trying the locusts. He has a different reason for having her try the locusts.
There's an entirely innocuous reason for his political thing, which is I can point to my wife who's a foreigner who conquered this place, who is unpopular with some of the at least some of the noble class, and I presume some of the non-noble class, and say she's as Miranese as I am. She loves locusts and she loves the fighting pits, and they're at the fighting pits too. This is a great propaganda coup for him. She's at the fighting pits, she's watching the fights, and she's eating locusts, our famous delicacy. This is no different than me bringing somebody who moved to the area to a Bills game and giving them chicken wings. Like, look, fitting in. Like that is fine, and that is the exact sort of thing you want. Like from a political standpoint, that's good political branding. Like she has adopted local culture. She is ruling over well. She is just like y'all. She is not a foreign invader. Don't think of her that way.
My extremely obnoxious cat has obtained a spot upon my lap, by the way, and is trying to pull my headphones out of my ears and purr into the mic. So if any of these things become go ahead, I'm sorry.
If there's a sudden thud noise, I know why. It's the earbuds hitting the mic.
you may be, if this is an upsetting sound for any of the folks at home, try another video. If these diatribes are upsetting for any of the folks at home, try a different channel.
Yeah, sorry, they're not going away.
Yeah, I'm sorry if if you hear any strange sounds on the mic, it is a cat trying to nuzzle you.
Extra cat ASMR for the video. For the people who fall asleep for those videos, this is a boon. I think they get free cat noises.
Free cat noises. Okay, all right. What else? Okay, so let's keep talking about it then.
But the other thing that I want to point out there is this is the ellipses. Like you didn't need to list all the food descriptions, but like there was a shit ton of other food there, right?
Yeah.
Like if I also wanted to poison you, Tom, I wouldn't make 5 of your favorite foods and poison one of them. I wouldn't be like, we got chicken wings and cucumber salad and I don't know, like relatively healthy dessert and like a drink and like hope you pick the one.
Yo, dude,
right?
They got strawberries?
Yeah, like exactly.
Oh, I'm dying at this place. I'm dying here, and I'm not in the fighting pits.
Yeah. They have figs, dates, melons, pomegranates, wine, pecans, and peppers. Like that is at least, and then Sweetwater too. What if she just feels like, I don't know, drinking wine and eating dates? Then your poisoning is ruined.
Yeah. Okay, but there is the concern of Strong Belwas, who does get very, very sick.
Yes.
Are you sure that we're not meant to believe that he fucking took that poison to the face?
What do you mean took it to the face? Like
that he tanked 20 times the lethal dose of poison?
I mean that is a possible reading, but that strains credibility, I guess.
I agree.
Like,
I agree wholeheartedly. Unless he's a dragon person.
If we later find out that he's like either a dragon person or has been like a undead this entire time, then I'll accept those arguments. But
Robert Strong Belwas.
Robert Strong Belwas. That would be a better theory than this. Not really like actually textually, but it's a more fun one.
Okay. We'll so go ahead and submit that in the comments.
Yes, somebody submit that. We will do it. You got to give more evidence than he didn't die of poison.
Yeah. Hey, wait, no, they both didn't die of poison.
Ooh, tempting. Or maybe he did die of the poison, and the healers resurrected him. We just don't know it yet.
They switched places.
They switched places. They did a Bobby swap.
A Bobby swap. Mama don't know Daddy's getting hot at the Bobby swap. doing something unholy. Anyway, so talk to me a little bit more about okay, so who else so hang on. So if nobody poisoned the Locusts, which is the title of this video, by the way.
Oh, you got there, ding.
Yeah, okay.
My theory, my assertion here is it is absurd with the evidence in front of us to assume that the Locusts were poisoned at all, or if they were, the person fucked it up so badly that Strong Belwas could eat an entire fucking bowl of locusts, which I presume in a thing meant for the leaders of a country to feast on during a sporting event with their entourage in tow, because fucking fucking what's his name? Shit. I'm forgetting the name of one of my favorite characters. Barristan Selmy. He is this. Selmy's there. He witnesses this shit go down because he references it later. He references. He quotes Hisdar directly, meaning he saw this shit go down. You telling me they brought enough food for Danny and Hisdar and their entourage to eat if needed? That many locusts. If we're having a party with 10 people, how many chicken wings are you getting?
Oh gosh, 50.
And you have to realize that locusts are probably way smaller in calorie content than like
Oh,
chicken wings,
no,
right?
that's 50 for me. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I think that we also have to note that this is a political event for Danny.
Yeah, yeah,
And you know, if you are a politician going to a sporting event, it is very common to show up for 20 minutes, eat one locust, take 2 sips of wine, and then dip.
and then leave the rest for your crew that's behind there.
Yes,
Yep.
which it's very common. If you're gonna poison something, it needs to fucking take.
Yeah, and you
So
can't just poison the top two locusts and hope she gets to them. Like she could just miss all of it. You need to poison every locust, and you need every locust have a lethal dose. And you can't just have a bowl with two locusts in it because that's suspicious as fuck. It needs to look like the rest of the food.
could the bowl have 8 locusts in it?
It says the exact text is what I gave you.
How big are
Uh,
these locusts? Can you describe it to me again?
let me go honeyed locusts and search of ice and fire because I didn't write as many notes as I should have. Uh,
Because if I could see a world where you're at a fancy dinner party in like your nice box suite, and there is like one of those like fancy appetizer trays with like 6 locusts on it.
it says that Bella spelled locust as he seized the bowl and began to crunch them by the handful,
Oh
which
my
I presume
god.
8 locusts is not a handful for strong Belwas.
No, no. Yeah, you're over 8 locusts in the first bite. That me
Yeah,
if he's crunching by the hand, and I remember in this scene, he's eating those locusts for like a little while.
yeah.
He eats the whole bowl. He eats like 6,000 calories worth of
And
locusts.
and this is what I mean that it's for her and her entourage. Like if your plan is poison her with locusts, you wouldn't want like do you want to poison every single person in that box? Like even if you know that his star doesn't like spicy food because it disagrees with him, or even if you are his star, is your plan to kill every person in Danny's entourage? Because that's way more suspicious than just Danny getting sick and dying.
Honestly, that might have been whoever if someone poisoned something, that might have been the plan because
Is to
you
kill
have much
everybody
less
else?
you have much
Yeah,
more if you're his dar, you have much more deniability if you could have been a victim of the poison too.
that's true. And that is ultimately what like Barristan is led to believe. But now we need to talk about the other actor in here who is possibly involved.
Right. Is it it's Pate, right? No,
The shave
Skahaz.
pate. The shave pate.
Skahaz.
No, it's shave pate. It's Shavepate.
Shave Pate, but he has a full name. It's
Oh, the shave pate's full name is hold on. I always just call him the shave pate. Because yeah, Shakaz Mo Kandak. Skahazmokandaq.
okay. Okay. And unless I'm mistaken, Skahaz is the person who tells Barristan that his dar poisoned the locusts.
Yeah, he says he got the confectioner who confessed to poisoning it under uh, threat of Sons of the Harpy, and basically says that like all the evidence points to his dar. Uh, but like all of that is really sketchy because he shows up to Barristan saying, "I caught the guy, I tortured him, I got all the information I need, all immediately."
Yes, we as the audience in this universe are conditioned to hear the word confessed and think bullshit.
Yeah.
The confectioner
actually,
confessed. Also, you left your poisoning up to the confectioner. No.
Also,
You know what? I'm
also,
with you. I'm calling bullshit.
also, Hisdar earlier in the same book says that Shave Pate could get anybody to confess to anything under torture,
Shave.
which is a pretty good hint that his confessions are unreliable. He doesn't say it like exactly, but like that's basically like he says that the Shave Pate could get me to anyway, he says a day with him and I'll be one of the Harpy sons. 2 days and I'll be the Harpy. 3 and it'll turn out I slew your father too. Back in the Sunset Kingdoms when I was yet a boy. Like that. Basically, he could get you to confess to killing Kennedy when you were born in '78. Like, anything. He's an effective torturer. He'll get you to confess to whatever he
Sidebar.
wants you to confess to.
Sidebar. What a neat like through line of this series that we don't really talk about very much.
Yeah.
The like overt criticism of interrogation as a technique.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's such a good. He never feels the need to like turn to the audience directly and say torture is bad and doesn't work. But it is reinforced every single time we see it that it is bad, it is horrible, and it is not effective.
And our most sensible characters stress that.
My fucking Danny in Dance is a criticism of the Iraq War, just getting stronger evidence by the day. It's a pretty good one. Yeah, like shout out to George. That is like really smart and effective writing, which I appreciate.
All right. So Skahaz says the confectioner confessed. The locust poisoning is a bad plan anyway.
Yeah.
So nobody poisoned the locusts. But now, this is something I really like about this fandom. This fandom is now 14 years without a book.
We're doing great, guys and gals and thems.
And at 14 years, if you ever want to uncover, like if you ever want to criticize a standard theory, it opens up other problems, right? If you ever want R plus L equals J to not be true, you okay, so now you have a whole, what was Lyanna up to? If it's
what does the blue rose imagery in John's story mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you want it to be a Shara Dane, okay. Actually it was John who was whisked away to Dragonstone. John is actually Stormborn. Okay, then who's Danny? Right?
Yeah.
There's so many additional problems. So, Zach, what happened to Belwas?
Let's talk about Belwas a little bit here because he's a fascinating character. They did not put him in the show. He is comedic relief, but he also does like some serious stuff. Like he's an important part of a lot of the main like plot beats. I forgot how critical he ended up being in like I don't know the actual like Siege of Marine, like came up recently. Like he was part of the trusted crew that did the deep cover operation, which is funny because he's the goofy dumb idiot who takes a poop on somebody's corpse.
What I really like about him is that even after Barristan reveals himself to be Barristan, most respected warrior alive in the world, he's still squiring for Belwas. He still cleans Belwas's armor and like suits him up for the day when he's got to go out. He still does that, and I think that's really fun. Like it's just easier to not explain it.
Yeah. Yes.
It's easier and simpler to not tell Bell like no, he's my squire. And like no, actually I'm I am the most celebrated warrior of the Sunset Kingdoms. No, you're my squire. Well, all right. Fine. Okay, all right. Tell me about Belwas. Okay.
Belwas is he was born in Marine, but he was a slave. He was brought in from somewhere else, or at least his family was, presumably. Uh, and he was a pit fighter. And then he met Danny not when she was in Marine, but they went there nonetheless. And he is huge, he is big, and he is not particularly intelligent in a lot of ways.
Yo,
I believe
keep
what
going. Keep going. But I think I got it.
it was actually a direct comparison by George R. R. Martin from Belwas to Homer Simpson. I believe. I might be wrong about that. It might have been somebody else. But I don't know. I'll look it up right now. Hold on.
Okay, what about this?
I might be wrong about that. Somebody else definitely compared to. I think that's a fair comparison. He's got some like sitcom cartoon dad energy.
Okay, all right, what about this? Belwas becomes ill after eating honeyed locusts offered to Daenerys by his Darzo Lorak. Okay. Daenerys disappears from the arena with Drogon. Belwas survives the poison due to his huge bulk, although his strength and weight are somewhat sapped by the experience.
Yeah.
Okay, hear me out on this.
Mm-hmm.
We know, well, we suspect that Skahaz may have had something to do with something. What if he gave a light poison to Belwas or paid Belwas off somehow to pretend he had a stomach ache? And then Skahaz tortured him for some period of time. Because we know, like, there's only a few things that cause rapid weight loss. Like, extended torture is one of them. Like, sapped of strength is one of the words used to describe Pycelle after he gets out of the black cells.
I'm not going for the torture explanation.
Okay. Oh, do you have an explanation in mind?
I do. I do have one.
Oh, okay. Push me in the right direction.
What does like how does this severe he barely survives, he has weight loss, what symptoms do we presume get him there? Like if you're having poison, if you drink poison and survive, describe what your body would do to get the poison out of you. You don't need to get too gross about it.
Do I have to? The answer is your let's say your body wishes to expunge such materials. Is that
okay? Exactly. If you ingest something poisonous, you are going to start throwing it up or like finding another way to get it out of your body. Your body is going to violently get it out of there as quick as possible.
Zach, that's stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid. You're saying the locusts weren't poisoned, they were undercooked?
No.
You're saying the locusts were raw, he got salmonella or something?
No. Dumber than that.
The locusts were food poisoned.
No.
Damn it, you're not playing with me in this space at all.
You're close. You're getting there.
Okay.
You're in the he reacted poorly to food brain space, which is a great one to be in.
Is he allergic? Is he allergic to the pecans?
My assertion is that Strong Bellas forgot he's allergic to locusts.
That's stupid.
He really likes the taste, but he forgot he's allergic. And this is a common cartoon plot because I believe there's a Bob's Burgers episode where they all eat shrimp. The kids all eat shrimp, not knowing if they inherited Bob's, or not shrimp, the lobster allergy. They all eat lobster, which they're forbidden from eating in case they got Bob's lobster allergy. And only Jean did. So the other two are fine, and Jean starts fucking dying. He thinks it's the most delicious thing he's ever eaten. And he's having a severe allergy attack.
That's so this is also a minor plot point in Archer.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it is a different John Benjamin show.
Wait, maybe John Benjamin should voice Strong Bellows if they ever do an animated Song of Ice and Fire.
I can't explain to you how funny that is. Belwas strong.
So this is my explanation. What if he was just allergic to either the locusts or one of the spices? And because he hadn't had locusts in a very long time, because he was on the road, he was fighting, he was a warrior, he was doing a million other things, and not in Marine. When did he have honeyed spiced locusts on the road, right?
Yeah,
It's been 15 years and he had a mild allergic reaction the last time, threw up a little bit and didn't think anything of it. And he's never gotten a bowl that big before, and he has a severe allergic reaction instead.
You think Zach, that's not what, first off, that's not what happens when you're allergic to a food. That's number one.
It can. It depends on how your allergy reacts.
It can, but if you have a lot of stuff you're allergic to, it kills you.
Maybe they have a way to deal with anaphylactic shock in Marine.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. They have an epi wand. Prince Zor of the House of Epinephrine.
Milk of the epinephrine.
Milk of the epinephrine. That's pretty good. Okay. What if I wanted to pitch a competing theory? I like it. I like it. I really do. I think it's funny.
75% of the way. It doesn't need to be that it was allergic. It could be that they were cooked poorly or something else happened. My thought really is the shave pate saw Strong Bellows get sick and decided to use that as a conspiracy board, basically. He decided to be like, isn't it weird that Strong Bellows got sick from eating all the locusts? And used that to string along an already upset and kind of paranoid Barristan. There was no crisis. He made one up. Nobody was poisoned. Some dude got sick and lost a lot of weight, which is fine because he had a lot of weight to lose. And he played it up a little bit. He said he was close to death, even though, I don't know, maybe he was just really, really sick, but not life-threatening. And he made up some bullshit for political maneuvering purposes. That's my theory. And whether it's an allergic reaction or not, I don't know. But I'd love to hear your take.
I kind of like it. You think like Belwas had an unrelated reaction to something else. I think it also works very well if it's intentional on the part of Skahaz, where he independently gave a mild poison to... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We see the poison that... Oh shit.
Oh wait, there's wait, are we gonna talk about the Auburn maybe poisoned Tywin thing here?
No, hang on. Hear me out on this. In Clash of Kings, Tyrion poisons Cersei.
Oh, to make her sick. To give her a really bad temporary sickness and make her shit her brains out, right?
Yeah.
Am I not mistaken? Wait, doesn't Dany end up shitting her brains out later in this book? Maybe
She does. And Belwas gets sick in a manner that I associate with, frankly, shitting your brains out.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Maybe all the food is poisoned.
Yeah. Why? Though?
Now
why?
This is interesting. Well, I don't know, maybe.
Now, I don't think that Dany could have gotten sick in that fashion because she's
doing other shit.
She doesn't become sick in that way until days later. Because she's out on that rock with Drogon. Actually, she might be out on that rock with Drogon for like a day. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she do be shitting her brains out, don't she?
Yeah.
It's
No,
wild that that's the last scene we've had from our protagonist for 15 years.
yeah, the Tywin Lannister, Daenerys Targaryen. The last canonical scene involves them shitting their brains out. Uh,
In the end, Tywin Lannister did in fact shit.
uh,
Um,
this is fascinating because then, for what purpose do you try? Because that the whole entourage, if it's enough to make everybody have like a really bad like time on the bathroom and a really bad time, potentially throw up, potentially have other forms of illness to make everybody severely ill for a hot minute. Why do you put like if you do that to a box at a sporting event, presumably you're giving everybody their food poisoning. What is the point to make everybody paranoid of each other? Because if honestly, if that happened, there's a non-zero chance everybody just says, "Oh, it was food poisoning."
and,
The locusts were undercooked.
so I would think it would be a tactical political maneuver in the same way as Tyrion, right? For some reason, presumably Hisdar didn't want, and that's actually something you would tell your confectioner.
Yeah.
You would you would be okay saying to your confectioner, we're going to put like a mild diuretic
Yeah.
in this. And then if questioned, right, you're questioned 3 days later, he's like, this is oh, you don't know this spice, your grace? Oh, I'm sorry. It can be, it can be sensitive on Western stomachs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. You can like get past it. Um, Wait a minute. Holy shit, as it were. Um, okay. And that reaction, Belwas's reaction, getting very sick when you eat too much of that, that reaction is realistic.
Yeah. Yeah. You ate a little bit of undercooked meat versus you ate a lot of undercooked meat is a very different reaction. Eat a little bit of undercooked meat, you might throw up, you might have a bad day in the bathroom tomorrow, and you're probably fine after that. But you eat like, I don't know, a whole plate of undercooked chicken wings and you might need to go to the hospital.
Yeah, and if it is poisoned, with the same poison Tyrion used, which I like to talk about in this series like Chekhov's guns,
Yeah.
like plot points that have been used that have been set up like Brave Danny Flint, things that have been set up but not followed through on yet, and that
Yeah.
could be one of them. Like that poison has not really served a narrative purpose yet.
It served a minor one early so it can serve a major one later.
Yeah. Um so reason could what reason could Hisdar have for getting the queen and everyone in her entourage a little sick? I'm going to do what I've been doing a lot lately, which is compare this to One Piece. Um, there's an arc in One Piece where there's a girl who's being poisoned by her butler for like years, like mild poison, so that he can be in control of the family. It could be something like that where
That's also
where it's
people
supposed to be the
treat
case.
ramen.
Hang on, before we move on, where it's
Yeah.
supposed to be the case that Daenerys gets a little sick, and then
Yeah.
he becomes her primary caretaker and is able to continue poisoning her. It could be something like that.
Oh, where she's in bed and then like Sixth Sense style gets the poison dose re-upped every day to
Yeah,
make sure he never fully recovers.
that could be compelling.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. What do you got?
Oh, I was about to say that's what people assert is happening to Sweet Robin. So there'd
Ooh,
be precedent in the story too.
there is precedent for it. I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah, people say Sweet Robin is being slowly poisoned by Littlefinger to either kill him off eventually or at least keep him so that he never becomes a political threat because he's too young and sickly and can't finish his education or take up like the arms or something like that, making him no longer a political threat.
I do not hate that idea.
I don't hate it either. I think there's actually pretty decent evidence for that. I think that
Okay.
I'm not sold on it, but like that tracks. And
Uh,
that this would be very similar to that if that's what either Hisdar or the shave pate is going for. I am a little more likely to blame the shave pate here because he screams untrustworthy from minute one, and we are told to not believe anything he gets under torture, like repeatedly.
yeah, you're right.
But and that's what Quinn comes to in his video to like bring it back around is that like that's what the people who wrote about like there's a great write up of all the Marine stuff. I forget what it's called, and that one accuses the shave pay. And apparently George R. R. Martin commented that those people like did very good literary analysis and kind of got what he was going for, but he doesn't directly confirm any of the theories that are in there. But there's a thought that like the shave pay is using the fact that Hisdar kind of sort of gains something here to basically make sure he gets arrested and there's like full chaos, which is I do believe that is like, you know, he does get put in like house arrest by Barristan over this. So like Marine ends up being functionally leaderless with Danny there and Hisdar in house arrest basically. Been a hot minute since I read this particular book also. I should get on it.
All right. Okay. I have one final question here. Why?
This is what I keep coming back to, right? Like if your goal is anarchy and chaos in Marine, could you have not thought of a better way? Like this is a real head scratcher of a plot.
Yeah, like what was Skahaz? What did Skahaz want out of this? And this is one of the problems with the Marine plot that
Yeah.
where we the audience have I'm going to compare this to One Piece again. We the audience have not we just haven't spent as much time with these characters. We aren't as familiar with their personal relationships. Like the history between the Mokondoks and Zolorox is not something that we are that I'm not going to say not something we care about, but it's not something that we the audience have been around for.
Yeah,
Um
we're gonna and maybe there's commentary there of like everywhere else is like Westeros, but if you walk in, you're not gonna understand the political chess being played. And I'm sure that's part of it. But like if you're gonna have a mystery that's reliant on that, we're gonna be fucking clueless. Like and the other thing is like when you think of like the factions that like have some tension between each other in Westeros, we've seen what like somebody does to get them at each other's throats because we've seen the ending, I believe, of this book where fucking Kevin Lannister gets murked by fucking Varys. That's how he intends to get the Lannisters and the fucking Tyrells at each other's throats. That wasn't that a much more efficient way than poisoning some locusts is just to take somebody in Danny's entourage and like fucking kill them and then leave like start feeding evidence that maybe Hisdar did it because I feel like that would be a lot more compelling.
oh dude,
Like,
I have a filthy sentence. You ready?
go for it.
Is it the case that Skahaz sowing chaos in Meereen has to be in service to either the Daenerys plot or the Westeros plot? And if so, does it follow that Skahaz is working with or for someone Westerosi?
That'd be fucking inspired. Uh,
Furthermore,
well, there are plenty of people who have those connections out there. Like this could be all part of a young Griff plot, right? Like this could be like Team Young Griff's like long reaches. I don't think that's most likely. I think it is in service of the Marine plot, but I could be persuaded.
So, here, I'm gonna type a sentence. What do you think of that?
Hold on, my Discord's loading. Varys point. Oh my god. I mean,
What do you think of that one?
we explained where he was all book.
Right, it would. He's been missing. And we know that, like, in a certain sense, Varys is like acting in the best interest of the audience. Where he's like, okay, Kevin, you were gonna fix shit, and we need shit broken.
Yeah.
And we know that he and Illyrio, at least loosely and on paper, want Daenerys teamed up with young Griff. Does
Yeah,
the
no,
oh go
that's
ahead.
that's a possibility. Maybe the person here isn't gunning for anarchy and chaos, and the Shave Pate stepped in and intervened and got that. Maybe there's like a team divorce that needs Danny to be single. I don't think the timeline works for Quentin. Uh, but
Yeah,
like fucking Varys would benefit from an unmarried Daenerys,
yeah.
and so would famous poisoner Euron Greyjoy.
Hang on. That one's stupid.
Euron poisoned the Locusts.
You're on hang on, it's gotta be Dario poisoned the
The Locust
locusts.
because he's Euron.
Hey George. I You take your time. I'm glad you're having fun. I hope that season 3 of that like Western show is coming out good. Just like anytime, whenever you have a chance, I would love another book.
Yeah,
No rush. You keep doing your
no rush.
thing. What's it called? Like Dark Wings. You do it. Go ahead. You got this. Uh, but like, if you're feeling it, would love another book.
Yep, no pressure, no rush.
Yeah. I do not want anyone to be unhappy. Satisfying like unimportant desires of mine. But if you would find it fulfilling, I'd love, it'd be great if you could,
Yep, yeah, yeah. No, honestly, George, for this one, probably one sample chapter will take care of it, right?
Yeah. I think we could actually clear it up with one.
We don't need a full book for this shit.
Yeah,
Just like one sample chapter. Give me the next Barristan one. We'll put the pieces together.
Yeah, give us the next Barristan one where Dario comes back, takes off his eye patch, and his eye is blue, and he's like, "Hello, I am Euron Greyjoy."
Yeah.
That'll clear it right up.
Yeah. Okay, got it. He poisoned the Locust. Doesn't even need to say it. We'll do the math.
Hello, I am Euron Greyjoy, and I poisoned the Locusts.
I know. By the way, I didn't talk about Preston Jacobs believes that the strong balance was the intended target of the poison locusts, and it was just Marine factional politics going after him, which is neat. Quinn is a Shave Pate believer, which is kind of where I'm at, although I don't believe the locusts were poison to begin with because the strains credulity, is that the correct? I've only ever seen it written down. There's like a lot of like interesting little takes here, but the other Preston Jacobs things I wanted to bring up was he's writing The Winds of Winter, him and a crew, and I admire their attempt. They're very advanced coping. I really genuinely do because it is kind of fun to read people's interpretation of what they think the book is. But man, like they're writing like an actual attempt, and what I would do is write like a 20-page The Winds of Winter, where everybody walks in the room and affirms what's true and what isn't, and then like if they die immediately, right?
Zach, I'll fucking make that with you.
The abridged The Winds of Winter.
Yeah, we just call it Winds.
Yeah.
Wait, the Winds of Winter abridged. Wait a minute.
Yeah. we got the quick version for you.
We get Little Karibo.
Little Karibo, if you're down, we're down.
Little Karibo, like, I'll write it. I will actually pay you. I will actually pay you to voice act our shitty Winds of Winter.
We can get the Dragon Ball abridged, guys. They're really chill. I bet it once.
Oh my god, can we get Takahata 101? Can we get Ghost Nappa to come in and read shitty Winds? Book 6 coming.
I feel like what you got to do is you got to get like one-line bit parts to the abridged people, and then we get some of the like A Song of Ice and Fire YouTubers to get the meteor parts. But meteor parts for like something that's gonna be 30 pages total.
No,
like that's doable.
The meteor parts is what comes out of the moon. Joke.
Good one. Good joke.
You know, I think where I landed on this, I think I'm really on the side of everything in that feast was poisoned with whatever Tyrion poisoned Cersei with.
Yeah, no, I think that's a very reasonable, well thought out take that I don't think I've heard yet.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm totally with you. I think it was Skahaz. I think Skahaz poisoned everything at the feast so that it could appear that it was all poisoned without actually putting Daenerys at risk.
Yeah, no, I think so.
Very cool, dude. Very cool. Oh, a great video. I love this as a brain space. And be on the lookout for shitty wins hitting Barnes and Nobles near you this coming December.
Well, you know what we'll say is we'll put the date really far off, and every time we say, George, I'd like a book, we push the release date forward 6 months, or like towards us 6 months.
Okay.
So like right now, 2030, we're gonna write shitty wins if it's not out yet. And every time we say, George, I'd like another book from now on, we push it 6 months closer.
Okay, can I get someone to keep track of that in the comments, please?
I think that that's 5, so that's 10 times. We get 10 times before the date is immediately.
And if a guest comes on and says, George, please.
Yeah, George, I'd love another book.
Just, no rush. Like, I'm genuinely, I know this sounds like I'm joking. I'm not. I'm really happy that you are enjoying the things that you are good at, and you have found that these other things fill you with more fulfillment than writing and nerds mad at you online. Really, I am. Like, I love House of the Dragon. I love the Dunk and Egg Show. I'm glad that you're producing both of them. I'm glad that you're writing on both of them. I'm glad that you're writing things that you like. So legitimately, no pressure. But if you get around to it.
Yeah, no pressure. No. I know how long I know you had struggles in television early, and it must be really validating that everybody wants to adapt everything you've ever done forever. And like people want to hear your like additional lore that only ever existed in the back of your head and you never thought would get published about this world you built. Because like that's exciting. And as someone who's done a lot of writing, that would excite me also. And if in doing that you still have time to write like another book, that'd be really cool.
I am going to make like a more direct request. Pretty please, you got a deal for the Dunk and Egg Show. Please don't let it lap them, please. Please don't. Yeah. Please, George, please don't let it lap, please. Yeah, George, we can't do that again.
Get wins out, and then like you can crank out 3 Dunk and Egg novellas. I believe in you.
I'm actually fine. I'm actually like George, I am one of those crazy fuckers who is actually okay if you just write Dunk and Egg. If you never get back to wins and you just write Dunk and Egg. I'm actually okay. But please, Please, George. Please, for the
We
love
saw what
of all
happened when you
things
got
holy.
lapped last time.
Please, you can't let them pass it. Don't let them do it to you again. This is not for me. This is for you, George. Don't you respect yourself enough? Don't let them do it to you again. If you don't write the books, tell them to fucking stop. Please. Tell them they have to stop, George. Please.
That's a reasonable request.
I'm saying this because I care about you. Please,
it's
George.
not even happening until next year. You get 3 seasons if they go one every year. If they alternate, you got 6 years. You got somewhere between 3 to 6 years. You can do it.
You can find a conclusion to that series after 5 books. I know that you want fucking 12, but you can find a conclusion at 5 or 7. I believe in you. I really do. Okay. All right, Zach. I think that's our video. It's but when this goes up, I will be at New York Comic Con. I am hoping legitimately to attend a George R.R. Martin talk at New York Comic Con.
What day is that again?
I don't know which day it is.
Okay.
I think he's there Saturday and Sunday, but I'm not confident.
Sunday. I'm not gonna be able to make it, which is a bummer. But please say hi to any of the other famous Song of Ice and Fire YouTubers who are there, and have fun. I'm not going to tell you to say anything or ask anything to George, because if you get a chance, it should be your question. And if I wanted to ask one, I should have went.
Yeah, no, I will. I will be asking George a question. I will be asking for his opinion on the Buffalo Bills.
That's more likely to get an answer than allowed the Song of Ice and Fire questions.
Yep, much like me, I imagine that George gets sick of talking about the perceived obligations that he feels like he has to do, and would much rather talk about football.
That's a solid. And the worst thing you'd be is I'm not here to talk about football. Sorry, and you're okay with that answer. It's a bummer, but you're okay with that answer.
Like, oh man, I'm gonna go jump through a table. All right, Zach. End on a wild take. Who poisoned the locusts?
I think the locusts were poisoned by time-traveling Rickon.
You know, I wish I had spoken up, because I thought he's gonna say Rickon. I swear to God, I wish I had spoken up, because I did.
Actually, I found while cleaning recently all my signed Game of Thrones like little cards with like the actors' signatures on them, but it's all like actors who are like in not super duper major roles, and one of them is Art Parkinson as Rickon.
Yeah, I'm turning around. I have Maester Crescent right behind me.
Oh, that's right. I gave you Maester Crescent.
Yeah.
I have Art Parkinson. I forget. I have whoever played Tristan Martell. I have him too. That's in my car. I have Tom Hopper as Dick Tarley. I have Cranus Monaclas, played by Dan Hildebrand. And then this other one is Lothar Frey and Walder Rivers, which is Daniel Toot and Tim Lester. We got to do a game show so I can give these away as prizes for guests.
Oh, hell yeah. 5
left. I should probably keep one for myself. I don't know if I would keep Rickon or Tristan or good old Dickon Tarley.
I think you gotta give away Dickon.
Yeah,
that's just a quality prize.
Yeah.
Next Ice and Fire Con. Next Ice and Fire Con, let's do an actual giveaway. I think that sounds funny. In the comments below, tell us if you would come to an Ice and Fire Con for a chance to win the signature of the kid who played Rickon Stark.
Yeah, would you, for a signed Art Parkinson card that I didn't even get signed, I found it on eBay for $2, which you also presumably do. Or maybe not, maybe I got the last one. But would you go to get that as a prize for some trivia game we host?
And just to be clear, we will also sign them if you want us to.
Yeah, we will also sign next to Art Parkinson's signature.
Yeah, I will sign, but as Dickon Tarley. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.